Hey everybody, well, if you watched my last video, right at the end of it, I mentioned I have a new project. That's what this video is going to be on. We're taking a break from the 66 F100. I will get back to it, but this is going to be cool. This is going to be fun. Right outside this door is the next project I bought. I unloaded it last night, still sitting right where I left it when I unloaded it. I haven't looked through it real good yet. I saw some stuff when I went and picked it up. The guy gave me a bunch of extra parts for it. So I saw a little bit here and there, but I haven't really gone through it. We're about to go outside here, start looking it over together, and see what we can find out right off the bat before we even try to put a battery on it. All right, let's go outside and get familiar with my new toy. And here it is, the new project, 1969 Mustang. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's take a closer look here now. Now the guy said it's been sitting for 15 years. I'll show you the engine in a minute. It's got some rust, got some holes there at the front and back, the bottom corners of the door, which that's normal. Dirt and debris gets washed in there. Interior is a little rough, but I mean it's not terrible. Seats, this is the only tear I found in the driver's seat so far. The passenger seat's a little worse, but you can see a tear there, and the top corner up there like this is tore, but it's a lot worse. Steering wheel has been covered. Looks like electrical tape, but you can see it's got a bunch of cracks in it, but that's normal for these old cars. Dash pad is gone. It's been recovered with something, and that's gone too. And I'm pretty sure I can get a replacement for them. These old Mustangs, they make tons of aftermarket parts. The inside of the doors got some rust. One on the other side's a little bit worse. See it there. This floor pan's a little soft. I'll have to get a patch pan for it. The others I believe are okay. The rear seat is in pretty good shape. If I can get this seat trays up, there we go. That's the door glass from the passenger door. It was off the track, so I just picked it up and set it right there last night so it wasn't flopping around and get broke. Rear seat looks good. The headliner looks really good. Sun visors look good, but that little plastic mount up there they snap in is damaged from UV light, sunlight, and age, whatever else might have gotten to it. But shouldn't be a problem. There should be a place I can get a replacement. The package tray in the back, or back dash, whatever you want to call it, it's been recovered with the same stuff that was put on the dash, and it's pretty bad. But all the glass is good. Gauges all look good. I mean, it's a good, solid project. Let's go around outside the car some more. Got some rust there in the quarter panels. But he did include some patch panels for the quarters. One of them is like a full panel, and the other one's like a lower patch panel. Trunk lid is good. A little bit of Bondo right there. It's about the only Bondo I've seen on the whole car. I've looked it over a little bit already, but it's got some rust around this tail light here. So this whole panel here, I can probably get a new one. I'm not sure. I'll find out as I go. If I can't, I'll patch up what I can. So this quarter panel's got some rust there and there. Door on this side the same way. Now the door and fender have been bumping together here a little bit, like it might have been hit in the front a little bit, but it could be just from the door hinge bushings. So maybe all that is, because I don't see any real damage. Got some more rust there, and a little bit up here, but nothing terrible. I mean, for the price I paid for it, I can't complain. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it, but trust me, I got a very fair deal on it. It's got the hood scoop on there, but that's just for looks, because it doesn't go all the way through. The hood, it's only got one hinge on it, and it's stiff and bent. The other hinge is missing, but I can get new hinges for it. And there is the engine, 302, little C4 automatic. Originally had a 6-cylinder with a 3-speed. So it's not the original engine, not the original transmission. So I'm not worried about changing up things on this car. Now, he told me it had a mild cam and the head's been shaved. But it has been sitting for about 15 years, he said. But we're going to check it out and see if we can get it to crank just like it is. Now, the drive shaft has been taken out of it, so the transmission is probably very low on fluid. I know it had some in it because it leaked a little out when we loaded it. I like to pull the spark plugs and check the cylinders before I try to crank it. Spray some WD-40 in there if they're not too bad. But if they look like they might have a little bit of surface rust or look like they might be stuck, I can pour some Marble Mystery Oil in them, see what that does. But first of all, I want to get this hood off, get it out of the way, and then we'll start tinkering on it. Oh, and the carburetor, he included the carburetor. It's in the trunk. He took it off. Not sure why he took it off. Didn't say, I didn't ask. This fuel pump, I don't know if it's going to work or not. But, it's already unhooked, so I ain't got to worry about sucking any old gas up from the tank. And if that fuel pump's good, which we can test it, I'll be able to put this right into a jug and be able to run it off of it. But got a lot of other things to check on it before I try to run it for any period of time. Make sure we don't do any damage to it. So start looking through it a little more. Okay, now the interior, I want to do something about the steering wheel because I can barely fit my leg between the steering wheel and the seat. But it's alright. I've got some aftermarket steering wheels I can put on here. It's a little smaller. It'll look cool. But it just depends on how much trouble it is to turn, since it doesn't have power steering, it doesn't have power brakes. It's got a tachometer somebody has put up here. I'm sure the previous owner did that. He told me he, worked on this car on and off, did all kinds of stuff to it. He said his dad had a mechanic shop, so he did a lot of stuff to it. Got voltmeter, on the end, lug nuts, a few other things in the glove box there, a couple bulbs. Nothing really interesting. A couple pieces of weather stripping in the floorboard. Piece of trim back here. Yeah, here's that torn spot on this seat. Yes, you can see it's a little worse. But for the time being, I can put seat covers over these seats and they'll be fine. The shifter, I've already figured out. Come on, focus. I've already figured out I got to do something about that, because that's going to get annoying trying to shift up in the park. But not a big deal. Yeah, here you can see the rust on the bottom of that door a little better, but I'm not worried about that. Good solid project. Got the keys. Now, told me this is the ignition, this is your trunk, and this is the door key. So I'm assuming the switch has been changed, because normally your door key would be the ignition key. But, those old switches, they go bad sometimes. Just replace them, put another key in, not a problem. So, that'll be fine. Let's take a look in the trunk. Okay. Already popped the trunk. There's the grill. It was in it when I went to pick it up, but it wasn't bolted in, so he went ahead and pulled it out and put it here in the trunk to help keep it from getting damaged or falling out. Tons of spare parts in all these boxes. New brakes. There's the bearings and U-bolts for the drive shaft. There's the drive shaft. Let's see, there's all kinds of parts in here. What's this here? Transmission recalibration kit. So yeah, that'll come in handy. Let's set this over here. Maybe it'll sit. Okay. Another radiator. That's nice. There's the carburetor. I think it says it's a 650. It's a Holly. This box is taped up. I'll look in it here in a minute. New wiper blades. New breather cap for the valve cover. Some new gaskets. What's in there? What is that? Valve cover grommets. Okay. There's one in there. Alright. There's the center caps for the wheels. That's cool. There's the other brake drum. He told me that he went to move it one time and the brakes were stuck, so he had to pull the brake drum off. He said it messed up, busted with him a little bit. And from the way he talked, I thought it was busted all to pieces, but it's just a few spots around the edge, so they'll be okay for now. The main part all appears to be good, so I can put that back on there, and I think it'll be alright. Let's see, what else we got in here? There's the patch panel for the quarter panel for the driver's side. We'll look in this box here soon, and see some more parts in here. Original or spare door armrests. Spare light switch. Let's see. Wheel cylinder. Door handles. Nice. Got lots of good spare parts here. Let's see. There's another box here. What's in this one? Oh man, it's like Christmas. Let's see, marker light housings. Fuel pressure gauge. Okay. Some emblems. Nice. Letters. Some more trim pieces for the interior, for those armrests. More trim pieces. Man, more marker light housings, knobs, more emblems, Mustang emblems. Nice. Ones of those that I don't need. That one's beat a little bit. Don't look good hanging up on the wall in my shop. That one's good. Sweet. Lots of good parts in here. Right. So, I'll open this box later. But, yeah, gas tank. I'm pretty sure whatever gas might have been in there is bad. But it's not hooked up to the fuel pump, so I don't have to worry about that. So, good thing about these old cars, and these Mustangs, and then Trino too, the gas tank mounts from the top inside the trunk. So it's easy to pull out, clean out, replace, whatever you need to do. Alright, oh, there's the other hood hinge. And, what is this? Oh, it's another, looks like a flame rail panel, patch panel. We'll figure it out. I'll get underneath it and look underneath later. But, lots of good parts to work with here. Okay, went ahead and took the hood off. Went ahead and took the hood hinge off, and I put it in the trunk. Got the carburetor out of the trunk. But before I put it on, I want to vacuum up some of this trash. I got the air hose. Since I can't get the vacuum in here too good, I'm going to blow out around the spark plugs. Pull each spark plug, spray some PB blaster and cylinders. Because if this engine's good, I'm going to save it. I don't want to do any more damage to it. So I'm going to do everything I can to protect it. That way, if it's got good compression, good vacuum, oil pressure, everything, you know, I won't hurt anything else any further. So, oil doesn't look bad. Smells a little gassy. Feels good though. Feels like there's still some good viscosity in it. So that's good. A little bit of a gassy smell, but not too bad. I think it'll be okay. Come on, get in there. Alright, radiator. Well, it's wet. Oh, that hose is hard as a rock. Bottom one too. But there is water there. I'm not going to run it long enough for it to get too hot. The transmission, there's no drive shaft in it, so I know it's not full of fluid. There's fluid in it. It's red. So I think it'll be okay to crank it the way it is. I don't think it's going to hurt the transmission. It seems like it's got enough on the stick to keep the pump and the transmission lubed. So I think it'll be alright. If that stick was dry, I would not attempt to even turn the engine over until I got something in the transmission. But it looks like it's going to be okay. Alright, so let's pull some spark plugs, spray some PB blaster in there. Then we'll vacuum some of this trash off of here and put the carburetor on it. Alright. Okay. Alright, shouldn't be any trash getting down in them cylinders now. I did notice I might need a plug wire. Wait a minute. Well, that's a screw that was put in there. Okay. Oh, I see. I think this wire is different. It's made for the cap that has the post on it. It doesn't have the thing that pokes down in to this socket. So I'll find me another plug wire for that one. I've got some spares back there that I pulled off of other stuff. Let's see here. Did I even get the right size socket? Hey, I did. Okay. That's bad. See what it looks like. Well, a little covered in soot, but cleaned it up and should be good enough just to try to get a start on it. Let's see here now. I'm gonna have a hard time getting that in there. So I may do WD-40 because I've got a can that has the bendable spout on it. And be fine. Just anything so them cylinders are not dry right off the bat. Anything to lube them. Well, I couldn't find my WD-40 with a bendable hose on it, but this one will work. Just there. Yeah, that one's bendable. It'll work. And at this angle, it is spraying up to the top of the cylinder, so it'll run all the way around the piston. So I can get some sandpaper and clean up the spark plug up a little bit. Okay, well, I found one of these old sanding pads, like a little hand sander, rotary sander. Looks like that's going to work pretty well. Alright, now then, before I get too far, I'll go ahead and find me another plug wire like this one, similar to this, that'll work on there. Okay, now I've got a plug wire like it's supposed to have, the stem there. It's in there. So now, swing vacuum up around this intake a little bit. Okay. Down in the intake looks really good. There's part of the problem with that. It's got a little break in the back corner of the intake right there. But I think I'll tighten up good enough to hold the carburetor on. The carburetor's ain't gonna be super tight, just good and snug. Okay. Put the gasket back on. This all looks decent. Maybe a little bit of vacuum leak with this old gasket, but I think it'll be alright. We're going to try it anyways. Okay. It's a little sticky. Could need a rebuild. That has a little bit of wiggle, but not too bad. I think it'll. Oh. Oh yeah, just like used. Good as used. Alright, pick up some of this stuff. Okay, got some 2-cycle gas. Pour down that. Go get a battery. Alright, got the battery off the Trino. Whew. Alright. Now, I said I don't even know if this engine is stuck, or if it rotates, or if it'll do anything. But we're about to find out. Ready for a smell test on wiring. Okay, no sparks. It's good. And let's see if it'll spin over the key. Nothing. 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 Okay. So, try that. Nothing. Okay. So it's not rolling over the key. Let's see what's going on here. So even got the starter on it. Yeah, starter's on it. Here's wired up. So no sparks or flames or nothing. See if we can get the turn here. Hey, it's got a nice aftermarket fan on it. It moved. So that's good. It tells me it's not completely stuck. It did move. I just get it to move with the starter. We're doing good. Alright. Wire up my trigger. I don't need the key on. I just need to know if the starter is going to turn it. So I'm going to hook this up with direct power to the starter. Why are you not trying to crank? Battery's good. Why are you not doing this? Being powered directly to the starter. Starter could be bad. Could be just stuck. Try getting something tapping on it. I think my starter button's bad. So we're going to try doing this here. Hey! Look at there! Yeah, let's get more. Turns over. So, let me get a bottle. Okay. Got my drink bottle, rinsed it out with some WD-40 and drill a little hole in the cap. Pour some of this in it, squirt it right down its throat. Should be good. Oh, I spilled it. Sorry. I'll be sure it don't try to spit back, catch on fire on me. Okay, I don't know if we got spark or anything, but we're gonna find out. Turn the key on. Battery's getting weak already. So, thinking we don't have spark. Cap looks really good. Rotor looks good. They look new, actually. I'm getting nothing on points. So I need to clean them real quick. Turn the key off so I don't get shot. Okay. I like how that wire is there. Right. Turn the key back on. See if we got some spark now. Ouch, it's hot. Yes, we have spark again. Okay. Yep. I got a battery charger out here. Alright, I went and had some dinner. Let the battery charge. See what happens. A little more juice. Could have lost spark again. Still got spark. Try again. That starter sounds terrible. Okay, I've let the battery charge some more. Turn the key on. And see if we got spark first of all. because it may have quit sparking. Okay, point's got to be adjusted. They're barely even open. Barely seeing a little flicker. Turn the key back off. But it should be opening good right there. Make sure I just sanding them again. Alright. See if that did anything a little better. Turn the key back on. Bet that coil's bad. I'll try getting a different coil. See if that'll fix it. Shut the key off. Okay. This is the coil off of my 429. And practically identical. Just going to hook it up here. And just going to kind of set it right there. Shouldn't go nowhere. Now let's see what happens. Now that coil was good, I know. Oh yeah, a lot better spark. So I do believe that's what the problem was. Had a bad cool. Okay. Now, I'd be willing to bet they might just do something. My screwdriver goes there. All right. That's what I want to hear. 15 years, fired up. Trying to fill the bowl up without getting too much all over everything, like I am. All I need is a good backfire. Damn. Everywhere. Woo. It'll burn off in a second. Alright. Just sucking up the gas real quick. Alright, just got to get a good gas flow to it. But I know it'll hit a lick tonight. So I'm going to let the battery charge up. Okay, now that I know it will fire, I've got a jug set up there, a fuel filter so I can see if it's pulling gas, and got it hooked up to the mechanical fuel pump, and got it run into the carburetor. Now right there, that connection there may leak, but I tightened it down as tight as I could. It's right on the front of the engine. If it leaks too bad, I'll shut it down. But yeah, should be alright. We'll find out. Alright, flip the key on, see if we can get gas up to it. Fuel pump's working. Getting fuel up here. It is coming out to overflow, I think. So I'm getting fuel up to the carburetor now. Look at there. Trying to idle. Well, spit back a little bit, but that's to be expected. After sitting 15 years. Trying to idle. Alright. Battery's running down. Fuel pump works. Not leaking up here like I was afraid it might. We are in the right area. This battery charge up a little more. I'm going to try it again here in a minute. Maybe I won't disturb the neighbors too bad. Okay. I'm going to just set the camera up back here because I want to see how much smoke comes out. And I want to see how it sounds. So I'm trying to crank again, see if I can get it to rev and idle a little bit. It's probably not going to idle very well, but I'll see how much I can keep it running. Maybe get a rev or two in. I want to see how it sounds. Did pretty well. Did pretty well. Let's get back up front here. A little smoke, but could be the WD-40. A little bit of oil coming off the headers or something probably. That may get better. Accelerator pump works. Choking too much. Alright, battery's gonna charge up. Okay. Well, I accomplished what I wanted to. I'll work on it some more tomorrow. I don't want to disturb the neighbors too much tonight. But to get it to run, not necessarily idling right now, but that'll get better. It should. So now I get to fun of picking up all my tools, putting everything up, go get me a shower and get ready for bed. Alright, we'll start again tomorrow. Okay, so it's the next day. Well, let's wait and see if we can get it to run a little bit longer today. Last night, I put camera back there behind the car to see how it sounded, and I forgot I was wearing my lapel mic. So all you could hear was what I was doing up here. So I don't have my microphone on right now. It's probably why you barely hear me right now. So I'm going to put camera back behind the car again, and we're going to try and crank and run it again. While that's charging, I forgot there's a box in here. I'm going to see what's in it, so I'll know a little more about what all parts I really need to buy. Okay, so empty package of bolt caps. There's some little spare. Not sure what those are. Little piece of brake line. Another rearview mirror. Some clips and screws. Piece of weather strip, and I think that goes on the door, and the glass goes down through there. Some new bolts and some used ones too. A couple nuts in there. That'll come in handy. There's bolt caps. Oh, these are what is in here, I guess. Some of them are. Just little dress-up chrome caps put over the bolt heads, make them look a little prettier. They were real popular back in the day. Not so many people use them anymore. Your modulator valve for the transmission. All right. A new relay for the instrument cluster. I do believe. All right. This looks heavy. Oh, it's a wheel cylinder. used. So they say used. Ooh, those are the backup lights, or reverse lights. Blends and everything, nice. I've got some spare reverse lights to go on the back here if I need them. This one here too. Does that mean these are new ones? No. Those are pre-weathered too. Yeah, that's what both of those are. Backup lights, reverse lights. There's turn signal switch and wiring harness for the steering column. Turn signal and hazards. Probably, yeah, horn would be in that too, I believe. Ooh, look at there. I can use that. Probably use that right away. That's a new voltage regulator. Sweet. I'm going to put that in here in a few minutes. Nuts and bolts. Ooh, chrome. Ah, it's a new gas cap. Well, no, not new, used. But it's another gas cap. Just like what's on it, actually. One that's on it's in better shape than this one. Nice, we got a spare though. Some of these, if I don't use them, I can hang them up on the wall in my shop. There's cap, 2-piece HEI distributor cap and HEI distributor. Nice. Used. Got a little bit of surface rust down here. Somebody's been grinding on this. Somebody's ground the gear off of it. So that won't help me. Might still be able to use it. We'll see. Needs a roll pin in that bushing there. We'll figure out something about it. Yeah, there's the cap for it. The rotor, I'm sure, is in here too. Okay. What else we got? There is some bump stocks. Yep. Bump stocks, and that, I believe, is a exhaust hanger. Battery hold down clamp. Hey, there's the ignition box for the HEI distributor. Bunch of body plugs. Bunch of them, different sizes and shapes. What else? There's a trim ring for, I think that's for the dome light. Dome light in it works. Hey, look at there. That's what I need right there. A new starter solenoid. I'm going to put that on here shortly. Then I'll be able to crank it with the key. Battery cable. Trim mounting, what do we call it? One of them hickeys that holds the trim on the side of the car. There we go. I'll think of it shortly. There's a wire bracket for wiring. A whole bunch of wiring in here. Here's a steering wheel adapter, probably for a aftermarket wheel. Let's see. Maybe I'll use that on one of my other steering wheels that I think I might put in it. Based off of something. We'll figure out what some of this stuff is as we go. That right there, I believe. Yeah. It's the other part of the dome light. Or does it go? Oh, it goes like that. Yeah, duh. I get it figured out. There we go. Okay. So that's new bolts. shock mounts for the shock towers. Okay, so I got a couple of spare those. Another piece of weather stripping for the door. I bet that's what that is. That's the inside of one of these probably. Okay, and a whole bunch more wiring. Belts. May need that belt before long too. There's a switch. I know what that goes to. I can't think of it right now. I know I've seen them before. But anyways, lots of goodies in here. Lots of goodies. I'm glad I looked in here before I went to town because I was going to get a new starter solenoid, but I don't have to now. Nice. So, got everything I need to put nuts. It's like a seatbelt bolt. So I got everything I need to put a AGI distributor in, except for the gear right here. Somebody has ground that one off. Probably stuck or froze on there and they couldn't get it off. So we're gonna grind it off and put another one on. I don't know, but I may be able to still use it, but that does look, that looks new. I mean, it looks like it's old. It's been sitting up for a long time in the box or on a shelf, but it don't look like it's ever been in an engine, really. I don't know, maybe it has. Yeah, I think it has. There's some black right there underneath that. So, but it's been cleaned up. May be able to use that. You rope in here, your gear here, and it should be good to go. All right, well, we'll figure all that. Hey, it's a dimmer switch. Nice. It's a whole new wiring harness. Sweet. That looks good. Or well, not new, it's a whole nother wiring harness, I'll say that. It is used, but it's there. Okay. So this voltage regulator and solenoid I'm going to take up to the front because I'll probably use them. May not need the regulator, but because I haven't checked to see, haven't run it enough to see if it's charging. If it's not appearing to charge, I may change that. That may fix it. Body molding clip, that's what that is. Body molding bracket, whatever it's called. No matter what it's called, as long as you know what it is. Man. Okay, we got lots of goodies in here. There's still even more in the trunk that I already looked through yesterday. And I did get video of that too. Okay. This tape's still got a little bit sticky in it. Good. All right. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna put this back in here. Man, it looks like it might rain. I hope not. I'm gonna hear this thing sound off again. Before it rains. Okay. Set back here again. And I'm gonna get this thing make some noise again. Battery's been charging. Should be about ready. May have to get a new starter. That battery's running down awful quick. Look at that. Spit back on me. Singed my hair. Yeah, it smells like burnt pork rinds. Alright, I'm gonna let the battery charge a little bit again. It'll charge up here in a few minutes. Let's see if we can get her to make some noise again. Alright, it's been a few minutes. Let's try it again. I think my pickup tube and my gas can came out of the gas, so it just ran out of gas. But before I run it much more, I'm going to check a few more things. But it idled. It idled on its own, so that's a win. Well, that's going to do it for this part 1 on the '69 Mustang. I apologize it's taken me so long to get this video out. Life got in the way, stuff happened here and there. But I have gotten a lot done to it since this video was taken. And I do have video of it. And I really wanted to make this video of getting this car back road ready again, all in one video. But it's not going to be possible because started going through my footage and I have over 34 hours of footage altogether. And I'm still not completely done, almost, just a few small things. But I'll try and get part 2 out within a week or two. I'm going to try and concentrate on getting my videos done a little more regular this year. I know I've said that before. And I don't know. It depends on what happens. You know, I've had so much going on in my life past couple of years. It's hard for me to get much accomplished. Plus my depression and panic attacks and everything that I was having before have come back. They're not so bad right now. I've been getting a little better, feeling better. Be looking out for part 2. Oh, and don't want to leave you on too much of a cliffhanger on this part 1. I have got it running good now, but I'll just, post videos as I go, showing you what all I did to it. But yes, it does run really good now. So look for part 2 coming up soon, and be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell when I post the next video. You'll be notified when it comes out, and hit the like button. I'd sure appreciate it. But that's going to do it for now, and y'all take care.